Welcome to the Fit Minds Friday Facebook Live event. You may be joining us live or watching the video replay. In any case, welcome. These times are certainly challenging, but I find it helpful for my mental resilience to continue to set goals and move forward. We are heading into the fall, and I don't know about you, but I find the fall is a great time to set new goals. Today, I want you to ask yourself, what one new thing could you add to your life that would make a difference to your brain health? In this Fit Minds Friday Brain Challenge, I'm going to ask you 6 questions to provoke your thinking in this area. I want you to give yourself a score using a 5-point scale, where 1 equals does not describe me at all, and 5 equals describes me perfectly. Each week going forward, I will give you a concrete focus where you can set a goal. But today, I'm going to give you an overall panorama so you can do some big picture thinking. The first area to think about when considering brain health is your level of socialization. We are wired to connect to each other. Loneliness or isolation has a very negative effect on our brain health. So when thinking about your social networks, does this statement describe you? I have at least 2 to 3 interactions with people I care about every week. So in one study, individuals who had face-to-face contact with family and friends 2 to 3 times per week experienced a 50% drop in rates of depression. So we know that interacting with people face-to-face really makes a difference. And so this is worthwhile thinking about. The second area to think about is physical activity. Research shows that physical activity is very important for brain health and can even impact the production of new brain cells. So when you're thinking about the amount of physical exercise you do, does this statement describe you? I do some type of physical exercise that I enjoy every day. 5 for yes, if it totally describes me, or 1 if it doesn't describe me at all. So for a threshold, the research is showing that 52 hours in 6 weeks is kind of your minimum amount of exercise necessary to start to impact your brain health. So if you break that down, it's 2 hours per week or 17 minutes and 15 seconds per day to meet your 2-hour goal. So think about how you're doing in that area. The third area to look at is nutrition. Nutrition has a big impact on brain health. Researchers are developing a scale to measure brain essential nutrients in our diets. And psychiatrists are exploring the use of nutrition therapy to treat depression and dementia. So when you think about what you eat, does this statement describe you? I eat well, including sufficient fruits and vegetables in my daily diet. So give yourself a 5 if you eat at least 7 servings of fruit and vegetables a day. I think most of us probably fail in this area. I know I certainly need to do better. The fourth area to think about is your spiritual or inner life. Maintaining inner peace and reducing levels of stress is very important for our mental health. One of the ways that we can be more reflective and reduce stress is taking time to sit quietly and just breathe. So when thinking about your inner life, does this statement describe you? I spend some time each day in silence, slowing down my breathing and taking time to reflect. So I don't know if you saw it, but today there was an article in the paper about using oxygen to treat mild cognitive impairment. So certainly our brains need oxygen, and it may sound silly, but make sure you're taking time to breathe fully and completely, particularly through your nose. It makes a big difference. The fifth area to think about is mental stimulation. Your brain needs new and complex activities to stay sharp. So what is new and complex for you may be very different than what is new and complex for me. So make sure you are shaking up your routine a bit in this area and not always doing the exact same thing. So if you love doing crossword puzzles and that's what you do all the time, but you're really good at it and you can solve them quickly, after a while, it's not having the impact on your brain that doing something new would have. So think about your intellectual life and try and add something new into it. So this is a statement that I want you to reflect on. I try to exercise my brain with a challenging activity every day. We know that cognitive exercise reduces dementia risk. So add a new activity to stretch yourself mentally. And if you're not signed up for our daily brain challenge, that's certainly something you can do for a mental exercise every day that's new and different. The sixth area to think about is having passion and purpose in your life. Research shows that if you have a reason to get out of bed in the morning, you age better. So when thinking about meaning and purpose, does this statement describe you? I have a bucket list of items for personal growth or achievement that are meaningful to me. So give yourself 5 if you have a bucket list, and 1 if you don't even know what a bucket list is. So recent research shows that having purpose in your life improves longevity. Finally, total up your score. Look at where you could improve and set some goals for the fall. Over the next 6 weeks, I'm going to give you a specific challenge in each of these 6 areas. So be sure to tune in next Friday at 11 a.m. for our next Fit Minds challenge. See you next week.